Welcome back to the KiteFoil World Series 2021 here in Gizzeria, Italy. We are on race number 3 for the Gold Fleet. Race number 2 was won by Axel Mazzella from France. Having an amazing race, but a heavy battle against Connor Bainbridge from the UK. It will be really interesting to see if Axel can continue that streak that he just started, or if Dennis Taradin will recover from his 4th place in that last race and try to get a bullet again. Currently in the rankings, Dennis Taradin is still leading, followed by Axel Mazzella, and also then followed by Connor Bainbridge, and then Tony Vodisek, and Nicolas Parlier from France. Maxime Nochet from France in 6th place. In the women's, we have Daniela Moroz, multiple world champion, leading the women's, followed by Poema Newland from France, and then followed by Ellie Aldridge from the UK, last year's European champion. Join us shortly for the race.
DR5, built to win.
So we are running course LP2, which is an upwind, downwind course with a gate. So upwind, counterclockwise around the mark, down through the gate, either starboard or port, back up, counterclockwise around the gate, around the mark, through the gate, reaching through the finish. The course is just about 1.3 nautical miles long. The riders are mostly choosing to go close into the beach to get that lift, and usually are hitting the top mark in one go. It will be interesting to see if that continues to go. So the wind has picked up. We have 18 knots. We have gusts over 20 knots. A lot of the riders have switched down to 15-meter kites. It will be very interesting to see this fast racing, if there will be any changes to the top group. But currently, Dennis Taradin, Axel Mazzella, Connor Bainbridge, Tony Vodisek, Nicolas Parlier, Maxime Nochet, Theo, and Mario Calbucci are all very close together and battling. Any small mistake is immediately punished and you will lose a place. 20 seconds to the start. Currently, it's looking like there are 1, 2, 3, 4 port tack starters, the rest of the fleet choosing to start closer to the committee boat. I'm assuming a lot of these guys will tack out early, but there are 4 riders who are going to try to get over the fleet. Here we go, last 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Excellent shot of those port tack starters. Will they make it over the fleet or not? That is always the risk when starting on port. Looks, oh, it's close, it's close. Oh, no, they're having to tack out. They're having to give away. None of the riders have made it over clearly that tried to go over the fleet. It was a much easier tactic to actually start on starboard and tack out early. Looks like Nicolas Parlier, Tony Vodisek, the black ozone of Mario Calbucci in 3rd, followed by Theo Lustis, Lorenzo Boschetti, and Yanis Mouse, all heading on port at the moment, down to the headland, followed by the rest of the fleet. So, what's happened to Maxime Nochet? What's happened to Dennis Taradin? What's happened to Axel Mazella? Currently, I see Dennis Taradin quite far back, 8th place. I currently cannot find Axel. So, currently out front, Nico Parlier, Tony Vodisek, Theo Lustis, and Mario Calbucci. Behind them on a black Flymax, I am not sure if that's Maxime, but I'm pretty sure Maxime is on a red Flymax without graphics. Here we go, Tony tacking. Mario tacking. It is too close to tell who's really leading at the moment. Looks like Dennis Taradin is tacked early. Will he hit the ley line or not? Tony, a little bit higher up. Same thing with Axel Masella. Same thing with Mario Calbucci. They're all a little bit higher up. But we have Axel at what looks like Nico Parlier. It's all very close together. We will have to see at the top mark who rounds first. I have a sneaking suspicion that it could be Dennis Taradin or possibly Axel Mazella. Very hard to tell from the color of the helmet at the moment. To me, it looks like a red helmet, and that could be Axel Mazella leading the fleet. But really close behind, we possibly have Dennis Taradin, Tony Vodisek. We have 2 fly surfers, 3 fly surfers. It's too close to tell. We will have to see what happens when they round the weather mark and we start getting the numbers from the race committee. Here we start seeing the mark boats, the judges keeping an eye on the riders, making sure that they go around the mark so nobody just goes under and goes straight back down. Looking good. Looks like most of them have laid the line properly. All right, who's going to go around first? Tony Vodisek rounds first. Looks like Martin Dolench with the fly surfer in second. Connor Bainbridge in third. And Dennis Taradin in fourth. It is very close, but Tony currently leading. Tony Vodicek, who had amazing racing yesterday, getting a bunch of bullets, dominating his fleet. Few mistakes costing him some of his first places, but a very strong rider, especially in these stronger winds. Oh, we have Purple Ozone just tangling up with an F1. F1 ending up in the water. Let's have a look at that again. 2 kites tangled up. Both riders ending up in the drink. We are back to the leaders. Tony Vodicek, Martin Dolench, Connor Bainbridge, all battling it out. But Tony, quite in control here. Tony going for his jibe. Clean, makes it around well. You can see that he's on his O-Zone R1, 15-meter kite. Tony is on Levitas foils, the Austrian brand. Seems to be very fast in these conditions. He's opened himself a huge gap to the riders behind him. Dennis Taradine has managed to pull himself way up to second place again, overtaking Connor Bainbridge. Both of them going into their jibes now. Both clean. Dennis going through the gate. Tony has got a good 5-6 seconds on Dennis and Connor. Connor managing, however, to catch Dennis around the gate. Oh, Dennis crashing! Dennis crashed, giving Connor the advantage and letting the orange kite from Nico Parlier catch up. Cruising out in front, Tony Vodicek, followed by Connor Bainbridge, followed by Dennis Taradine, followed by Nico Parlier on the orange O-Zone. Martin Dolench, and then so there seems to be a bit of traffic on the course. We have a few tube kiters crossing in. I hope they don't interfere with the racing. But here we see Tony with his good lead over Connor Bainbridge. Going fast, heading in closer to the beach, taking advantage of that lift. There is, however, a small element of risk now by coming in close to the beach. There are quite a lot of normal kite surfers here free riding. They should be keeping clear of the course, but there's never a guarantee that that can happen. Tony looking up, checking if he's at the ley line yet. Behind him, Connor Bainbridge. Tony going in for his tack, I think. Tony is tacked. It's clear away. Connor's tacked. Dennis is tacked.
DR5, built to win.
Here we go. Tony still quite nicely up in the lead. Behind him, Connor Bainbridge and Dennis Taradine. Tony is just so strong in these strong wind conditions. He's a bigger guy, which means he can hold down that power quite a lot. These O-Zone kites also have a huge range, allowing the riders to basically excel when they are really overpowered, being able to take a bigger kite, being able to get higher speeds, deeper angles on the downwind, and higher angles on the upwind, maximizing their VMG. VMG is velocity made good. It's a combination of your forward speed and your angle. So in combination, it's your actual speed into the wind up the course. Tony has understood the marks. He's going to have to tack 2 more times, but he has quite a good lead, so he should be able to tack in before Connor reaches him. Connor, however, might be in the same situation. Tony will be going for his tack just about now. It'll be interesting to see if he can get around the marks before Connor does. Here we go. Tony tacking. Heading back towards the marks. Can he hit that ley line before the rest of the guys catch up with him? And the other question is, have the other guys laid the mark properly? Here we go. Tony going for his tack. Is he ahead of the fleet? Hard to see from here, but it looks like he's done it. Tony is still ahead of the rest of the fleet. He should be rounding first. Here we go. Tony putting the hammer down, rounding the mark, followed by Martin Dolench. Martin has managed to overtake Connor. Nico has managed to overtake Connor. So we've had quite a few changes for 2, 3, and 4. Tony out in front. Martin Dolench second. Looks like Nico Parlier in third. Connor Bainbridge in fourth at the moment. Let's see what happens after their second jibes. Whoa, we have somebody just getting airborne right in front of us. Here we can see Tony just keeping his kite quite high, taking no risks. He doesn't have to. Behind him, just trying to figure out who exactly is behind him at the moment. I can't tell from the helmet color. Could be Dennis Tardy and it could be Axel Mazella. Connor's gone for a bit of a different tactic. He's gone a bit out before he's gone for his jibe. So let's have a look. Tony will be jibing soon. There we go. Tony going for his jibe. Makes it around clean. Here we go. Putting the hammer down, picking up the speed. The other two ozones. Wait, Connor. Connor's tactic seems to have paid off. He's caught up a little bit. Let's see if he's managed to get second place back. But no, he hasn't. Martin Dolench in second place. Then it looks like Connor. Then it looks like Nico Parlier. Tony going for his last jibe. Jibing clean. Going through the gate. Heading back up. Going for that finish line. Followed by Martin Dolench. Tony's got a good gap on him. Let's see. Looks like Dennis Taradine and Nico Parlier battling it out for third. But Tony Vodicek taking home the win unless he crashes before the start line. But there he goes. Tony Vodicek, first place. Followed by Martin Dolench, second place. Followed by, I think, Dennis Tardine and then Nico Parlier. I am not sure, but that was close. Try to get an interview if possible. Or? He's going back. All right, Martin, that was an amazing race. So, how did it go for you?
Yeah, it was quite good. I managed to get second or third on top mark. I'm quite happy. I had a really good start, and then it was just a clear race. Unfortunately, my downwind's not the best, so I lose a little bit of places there. But yeah, that's definitely something that I can improve. But yeah, overall I'm happy now. We're quite powered on the 15s. Actually, I would say even overpowered, but that's good because I like it like this because I always train like this.
Awesome, thank you. Good luck for the rest of the fleet.
Thank you.
Meet the R1 V4, our highest performance Olympic and IKA registered racing machine.
So, that was some pretty cool racing just now. Tony Vodicek taking the first place in race number 3 for the Gold Fleet, followed by Martin Dolenc. It's very tight in the group behind. Tony is excelling in these strong wind conditions, so let's have a look at some of the highlights. Here we have that port start, which didn't work out for those port starters. They all had to tack in front of the fleet and get out of the way. It was a much better tactic to actually go first. Here we can see Tony rounding the mark first, followed by Martin Dolenc and Connor Bainbridge. Connor was having a pretty good race, but on his upwind, Martin managed to catch him. Here we see a tangle between the purple ozone and the gray F1. Just bad luck getting in each other's way on the downwind. Here we have Tony jibing and rounding the gate, going back up on port, back to the beach, followed by Dennis Tardine and Connor Bainbridge. And we can just see, unfortunately we can't see the crash that Dennis did there. But Connor just managed to get inside of Dennis, and Dennis crashing, giving the advantage. We can just see here Martin coming in pretty late on his downwind, and he somehow managed to be in second place around the weather mark after leg 4. So he has an amazing upwind ability. As he said himself, his downwind is not so good, but he crushed it on the upwind, managing to get onto second position and keep it all the way around. And here we have Tony and Martin battling it out towards the finishing line. Cruising in to the finish, Tony Vodicek, followed by Martin. So, that was race number 3 for the Gold Fleet. Join us for race number 4 in about 15 minutes.